We were just talking about Adam and Eve and Lucifer. And so before Adam and Eve, where did the angels come from?
Before the created matter of the universe, the stuff that we can touch, he created all the angels in one single moment. But we know Lucifer fell for sure. That's written in the Bible. Revelation says he took a third of the stars with him, and these luminaries we assume to be the angels. Incredibly intelligent, incredibly powerful beings. We're kind of a hybrid because we're not pure matter, but we're not pure spirit. We are both matter and spirit. So we're unique in that way, in the way nothing else in creation is like us.
Father Dan Reehil. You're currently a Catholic priest as well as the exorcist of the Diocese of Nashville.
Sin is at an all-time high. This is the most evil generation since the inception of man. Worse than the flood. Worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Now. And we are propagating sin in a way we never used to. If you wanted to have a sexual sin, you had to go do it with somebody. But now we can just open a phone and do things on the phone. And Los Angeles is California, but mostly Los Angeles, #1 exporter of pornography to the whole world. The kind of things that they're opening up to the country with that kind of filth.
Like what kind of doors?
With the demonic world. Have you heard of satanic ritual abuse? SRAs?
No.
And oftentimes the parent doesn't even know and offer that child to the devil for power, that they would gain some power in some way, or wealth, or whatever. As people hear that, they get a little angry, like, well, I don't think that's fair. It's not fair. Evil is not fair.
Do you think that maybe Jesus is so hated because elites are threatened by a higher power?
This is my issue with Hollywood. Do not tell me you're Catholic and then produce such filth and drag other people into your mess and then come to church on Sunday and sit in the pew.
And as a Catholic, I resent you're using the word hate in a sentence that addresses me. I don't hate anyone, so don't mess with me.
Excuse me, it's not okay. We put up with it with the politicians for long enough, but the Hollywood has to be held accountable too.
Where does the demon go?
Don't know. I mean, when we actually are casting things out, we send them to the feet of Jesus for him to do what he wants with.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water. It's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out.
The demons text him. They send blasphemies. They talk about some of his cases. Like, this victim is never they're ours forever, you can't have them. And they'll try to call that number on the phone, and it's a non-working number.
Wow.
Yeah, they do this. So imagine if they're doing that. Imagine the field day they could have with AI.
Like, if you can't beat it, join it.
You had mentioned some type of a reference where you said demons are very much like lawyers or attorneys.
There's a divine providence that governs everything in as much as we can understand it, and they understand it more because they're smarter than we are. If these computers are actually learning, and they're going to bypass humans, that doesn't pose well if they're being manipulated by a side that hates humanity. There was a period of time, up until maybe 10 or 15 years ago, that the devil really tried to remain hidden. And his biggest deception was to convince people he didn't exist. in the last 15 years. It is all out. I'm alive and well and with you, and I'm proud to be Satan. Worship me. I don't know why Jesus is so hated. I don't know why he's so misunderstood. Prayed about this and pondered this for months and months and months, because he never did anything wrong. If you look at the global religions, of course, and I'm not saying Muslims hate Jesus, but what they do is they deny who he is.
Mm-hmm.
They say he's a great prophet. Well, he said he was the son of God, so he's either a liar or he's God. He can't be a great prophet, because a great prophet doesn't lie. The Jews are still waiting for the return of the Messiah, so they're also in a different kind of camp. Like, well, that's not our guy. But what if you miss the boat? I mean, the temple's gone. It's over. What are you waiting for? Like, if you really thought about it, you'd have to say, maybe we did miss this.